and welcome to Kentucky Brew Reviews. I'm Radar.
Special K, and tonight we're doing Michelob Ultra Amber Max. It's a rich-tasting light lager with agave. It's 99 calories or 4% alcohol by volume. Fun fact, it's crafted to remove gluten. But if you read in the very, very fine print, it says, product was fermented from grain that contains gluten. The gluten content of this product cannot be verified, and the product may contain gluten.
Why does it have that in?
So it's...
Did they have a focus group?
It's very tiny, you can barely read it. And it's like, hey, this is crafted to remove gluten, but we couldn't really do it.
It's gluten not free.
So there you go.
Why? What is Max about it, though?
It's Max Flavor, that's what it is. For a light beer.
Gotcha.
I figured for the first beer of the night.
It looks like a beer. It is sort of goldeny and bubbly. Everyone likes a golden beer.
Carbonation's not too high on it. It's lighter than I would say Ultra is.
It's got a little bit more body. Like you can smell a beer, sort of a bready beeriness. It
doesn't smell like normal Ultra. Like it smells slightly dirtier than Ultra. Ultra's kind of crisp, refreshing.
Didn't you say it had agave in it?
It says it's got agave.
Agave? Yeah. I smell no agave. I do like agave. But I smell no agave.
Head went away fast, to be expected. Now, $8.99 for a 6-pack of a light beer. That's kind of high.
That is kind of high. I got the sweetness of agave. Definitely the sweetness, not the taste though.
It's very neutral. Very little bit of malt in the back. That's it.
It's super duper drinkable. Like there's nothing stopping me from drinking this, and one of those nothings is kind of flavor. Like there's not a whole lot of flavor happening. Yeah. It is a light beer, to be fair.
It's up front, there's like a tiny bit of graininess and a little bit of maltiness. It is crisp, it's refreshing, it's watery in the mouthfeel.
Yeah.
It's different than regular Ultra, that's for sure. I would say it's less flavor than Ultra. But it has the body's, I don't know, it's hard to explain, the body's different on it. And it's a little bit sweeter.
It is almost, you know what it is? It's not as oily.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's more watery than oily. It's not like clinging to my mouth. No agave flavor.
The taste reminds me of what bowling alleys smelled like in the 80s. You know, when you went to bowling alley, there's just beard spilled everywhere. It just smelled like beer, dried up old beer.
And crumbs.
And cigarettes, yeah.
I don't know, I don't get a whole lot of cigarette.
Well, you know what I mean, that old gross beer smell dried up.
A pool hall.
Yeah.
A pool hall, this is what you're describing.
Like everything has beer on it and it's dried up and they just don't bother cleaning it off.
Tasty. It's it's an interesting beer. It's more beery than like Michelob Ultra.
I think Ultra has more flavor on the back end and it's easier going than this one. This one is good. It has less, like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's slightly less flavor, but it's different enough. It's not, if you're thinking it's going to be similar to like Amber Bach, then you are very wrong.
No,
it's nothing near that.
Though, can you taste the, what is this? It's not supposed to have. Gluten. Can you taste the reduced gluten?
I can definitely tell the gluten is reduced, you know?
Yes.
If you don't... Celiacs, you know.
Okay. There are people that can't have gluten. Sure.
My wife's cousin, she has celiacs or something.
This is not the product for them, though, because it's still beer.
Yeah, well, they're gluten-free beers. We've had a few on the show.
That's true. But really what you want is like the apple flavored things.
Oh yeah,
ciders. Yes.
She was saying that there's only so many ciders you can drink. And sometimes you just want a beer, and I'm like, I vibe with that. You know what I mean?
I understand. That's true.
Yeah, ciders are fine, but yeah, there's only so many ciders you can drink.
This might be the most drinkable beer that I've had. This is maybe the most drinkable beer I've had this year.
I mean, I don't think it's special by any means. And it's overpriced for a light beer. I think it needs to be about $1.50 less.
Nobody is buying this for $8 and change.
Yeah.
At least I'm not.
$7.99, $7.49.
Sure.
$7.99. Yeah.
$7.50.
$8.99.
Give it to me for $7.50.
Because while it's all right, I can just get regular Ultra cheaper.
Yeah.
So or pure gold, or whatever the hell that is, whatever they...
Just regular Amberbach?
Yeah, or Amberbach, or any other light beer out there. Or I can get, for $1 more, I can get 24-pack of Yuengling Premium
There
Lager.
you go!
Like,
Yuengling Premium. That's actually a pretty good brew.
It was surprisingly good. We'll have to review that.
We do. We had a lot of that on vacation.
We did. We still have some left.
It's not a bad beer, but it is also, like, way overpriced. I think I'm going to have to give this... I'll give this, like, a 6. It's not bad, but I'm not paying that much.
I agree with the 6. I think it's above average in the light beer category, or ultra lights. I guess it's 99 calories. I think it's 4 more calories than Michelob Ultra. Who cares? 4 calories. Like, if you're counting 4 calories.
And it's also not the official golfing beer either.
Yeah.
That gives Michelob Ultra the extra pull.
Yeah.
It is stupidly drinkable. I gotta accidentally drink that bottle.
I mean, Ultra's always been that way.
Mm.
I think they've got one of the most drinkable, most crisp beers on the market. So those beers that you can drink in the summertime, you don't feel like afterwards.
Yeah.
You just eventually get dehydrated from just drinking nothing but beer. But
dehydration and death.
Yeah.
On the golf course.
Pretty much.
Mm.
Promoting death and dehydration. Go team. Do I recommend it? If you like Michelob Ultra and you like Michelob Ultra Gold and you like Coors Pure, if you're into those style of beers, or if you're trying to reduce your gluten intake,
but not eliminate.
Yeah. And then just go for it.
And we're not sure how much gluten has been reduced.
Yeah, go for it. I mean, if you're looking for a different light beer, I mean, it's one to go with. But if you're, it's not as different as I want it to be.
It's just a really weird selling point that it's a reduced gluten beer, and then at the bottom it says, we're not sure how much it's reduced, but it's reduced. It's definitely been reduced.
It may or may not contain gluten.
Yes, this could have an undisclosed amount of gluten in it. Maybe you'll have anaphylactic shock, maybe not. We can't tell.
I think it's just explosive diarrhea.
Roll the dice.
Explosive diarrhea.
Yeah. Are you gonna just pray to the porcelain god for the next 5 weeks? We don't know.
Beer does that to a lot of people, and that's probably why. Maybe the gluten.
That could be it.
Because think about, like, if you have a gluten intolerance or just a mild gluten intolerance, if you sit there and drink 20 beers, you are definitely going to shit yourself. Like,
that's very true.
Yeah,
maybe that's why all the old timers are like, beer just goes right through me. They really have like mild celiacs and just have no idea.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Well, that has been our episode. If there's something you'd like to see on the channel, you can leave a comment down below. Don't forget to hit that like button. You can check us out on Facebook, Patreon, and Instagram. I'm Special K.
I'm Radar. Thanks for watching.